It wasn't a war fought with tanks or trenches, but it divided the world for nearly half a century. The Cold War was a silent, simmering standoff between the United States and the Soviet Union, democracy versus communism, East versus West. And while no bombs fell between the two giants, their shadow war shaped global politics, economics, and history. The Cold War lasted from 1947 to 1991, a tense era of geopolitical rivalry without direct military conflict. It began after World War II, as the US and USSR emerged as superpowers with opposing ideologies. America championed capitalism and democracy. The Soviets pushed communism and centralized control. Each feared the other's influence would spread across the globe. The Cold War wasn't just between two countries, it split the entire planet. The US led NATO, the Soviet Union led the Warsaw Pact. Nations were pressured to pick a side or risk being overthrown, sanctioned, or invaded. This era gave rise to proxy wars, where other countries fought on behalf of the superpowers. Tensions flared during events like the Berlin blockade, the Korean War, the Cuban Missile Crisis, when the world teetered on the edge of nuclear war, the Vietnam War, where Cold War ideology claimed real lives. Espionage, propaganda, and the space race kept the rivalry alive across decades. Both nations built massive nuclear arsenals, ready for war that never came. They raced to dominate technology, space, and influence. In 1969, the US landed on the moon. In response, the Soviets doubled down on military and scientific development. By the 1980s, the Soviet economy struggled. US President Ronald Reagan increased pressure, while Soviet leader Mikhail Gorbachev introduced reforms. In 1989, the Berlin Wall fell, a symbolic collapse of the Iron Curtain. By 1991, the Soviet Union itself dissolved. The Cold War was over. The Cold War shaped the modern world, alliances, borders, ideologies, and conflicts we still see today. It proved that war doesn't always require weapons. Sometimes it's fought with ideas, fear, and influence. Thanks for watching the History Facts. Subscribe for more stories that shaped our world.